Welcome to part 4 of the Maintena Getting Started video series. In this video we will be completing an audit. In the top left hand corner of the app you will see a drop down list to show you all the sections and checks within this audit. There are also overview and summary pages as well. There is also a close button. This is the proper way to close an audit in order for the automated time calculation and autosave to work properly. In the top right hand corner, there is a time counter that starts when a user selects the Start Audit button. If you have the downtime module, you can take an asset offline here as well. We will take this asset offline and use the planned downtime code. These codes can be configured in the Company section under Categories. When you take an asset offline, you can automatically create a maintenance ticket. Now that the asset is offline, we can start our audit. Every audit check can have reference files, comments with attachments, maintenance tickets, and spare part materials. First, we'll look at an example of reference file that we used in a previous video. Reference files are very useful to show the user what is acceptable or not acceptable in the check. It can also be helpful to provide the user with detailed instructions. Next, we will add a comment. This works the same as comments on tickets. We can also create a ticket directly on an audit check. Many of our customers prefer to use these as corrective actions and can be useful if further maintenance is needed. Lastly, we can add spare part inventory directly on our audit check. Before we start these audit checks, let's add an image to the comments so you can see how an operator would attach a photo. Now we can start completing the audit checks. Checks that meet the passing criteria will have a green check mark, and checks that do not meet the passing criteria will have a red X. Once we've completed all the checks, we'll land on the summary page. We'll bring the asset back online now that the audit is complete. You can select the Complete button, which will take us back to the audit dashboard. And now we'll see the audit is completed within the dashboard. We can open it again. We use the drop-down menu to take us to the summary page. On the summary page, we can see that the target duration of this audit was 2 hours and the actual time was 3 minutes and 20 seconds based on the automatic time calculation. One additional feature we have is the ability for customers to manually enter their time spent on the audit. Some customers prefer this method over the automated time entries, typically used for longer, more complicated audits. Now that this audit's complete, we will close it and return to the audit dashboard.